Good morning, students. Since we are reading right now Alfred Tennyson and the poem composed by him, Crossing the Bar, that is your syllabus. In previous class, we talked about Alfred Lord Tennyson's poetic achievement and little bit about his life. Here in this class, we will analyze the background of the poem Crossing the Bar. Under what circumstance Alfred Lord Tennyson came to think on this title? What came in his mind? These things we will discuss here. First, if we talk about the poem, and if you go through the poem, you will find that the form of the poem is very general thing that the poets have been using for a long time. The poem is written in quatrain. Do you know quatrain? This is a stanzaic form, in fact, and a quatrain is a stanza of 4 lines. Okay. While you read poems, you will have to think about all these aspects like form, rhyme scheme, pattern. Okay. So see, first you understood that the poem has been written in quatrain, the 4 lines stanza form, and also think about the rhyme scheme of the poem. Okay. See, what is the rhyme scheme? The poem is sunset and evening star and one clear call for me, and may there be no morning of the bar when I put out to sea. See, we just make rhyme scheme by denoted by letter in English alphabet like A, B, C, D, E. So see, first if we think about the rhyme scheme is the pronunciation of the end word of a line that matches with another line or lines, right? See, star, the last word of the first line, star, the pronunciation of this word matches with the bar. See, star, bar. So this is called alternate rhyme because there is one line left in between both the lines, that is just being making rhyme. Okay. Next line, me. The last word is me, and its pronunciation matches with C. So this both words are in similar pronunciation. So now if we set a for star, then me is not the pronunciation like a star. So me, for me, if you consider B, if you write B, the rhyme scheme is A, B, and again bar is like a star. So this one also will be A. So A, B, A, and again C is just like me. So it will be B. So A, B is the rhyme scheme. The same format you will find in the entire poem. In every stanza you will find the same form, same rhyme scheme. Okay, and every stanza in this poem is in quatrain form. So this is all about form of the poem in which this has been written. Okay, see, if we talk something about the background of the poem, actually Tennyson wrote this poem just before his death. Just before means 3 years before his death. He died in 1891. 1901. Somewhere it is found in 1902. And so this poem was written in 1888. Somewhere you will find 1889. That means this was the period, this was the year when this poem was written. Actually, he wrote this poem when he was coming from somewhere else. Okay. Actually, he was coming from that I will just tell you here. He was coming from the name of the place. I am just not getting exactly here. he crossed uh, a place that was sandbar, and he has just imagined the thing that came in his mind, that was about his approaching death, the disconnecting between life and death. So he had just used crossing the water. Actually, he has used metaphorical concept here. Okay. Uh, in 1889, somewhere you will find, and somewhere you will find 1888. That means this is the very near part that most of the critics or most of the historians have found about the publication of this poem. Uh, Actually, this was his intention, and he also urged his desire to publish this poem at the end of the volume, any volume, whichsoever will be published after his death. He urged, he showed his desire to publish this poem at the end of any volume. Okay, and crossing the bar, this was his request. His son has also shown how it was his father's request. Right? He was at the age of 88 when he composed this poem. And 81st, sorry, 88 not. It was 81st year when he wrote, and in the month of October he wrote this poem. Uh, Actually, he was crossing. Previously I told you that the name was not coming in my mind. Here I found he wrote this poem when he was crossing the Solent after his serious, you can say, illness. He was not well, and he was just coming from Solent. Solent is the name of a place, and in that journey, or you can say in that voice, he said to his son, there is a statement that he told about this poem. It came in a moment. That means the thought that he has developed in this poem, actually it came in a moment. And about this poem, Crossing the Bar, Tennyson's son has also written what he has written, that Crossing the Bar was written in my father's 81st year on a day in October, when he came from Aldworth to Faringord. And before reaching Faringord, he had the morning of the bar in his mind. See, morning of the bar. Morning means just to lament. Okay, just to think about seriously about something else in melancholic mood. Okay, that is called mourn. Mourn. And after dinner, he showed me this poem written out. Means Tennyson, when he returned from Aldworth to Faringord, at the time of dinner, Tennyson showed this poem to his son. And the son reacted. That means Tennyson's son told, that is the crown of your life's work. About this poem, about Crossing the Bar poem, his son's remark was that this poem is the remark of Tennyson's whole life's work. Okay? And at this, what was the answer of Lord Tennyson? It came in a moment, and this was the answer. It came in a moment. Tennyson further explained that the pilot was, actually this word appears in this poem, that when we will read text, you will come to know. That divine and unseen who is always guiding us. See, this is the concept that Tennyson has brought in this poem. Somewhere in his idea, in his concept, it was that God is guiding us, right? Something unseen power that is guiding us. And when time comes, where everyone has to go, right? See, this was about the poem that I discussed, and coming to some more aspect, since this poem was written before 3 years of his death, Tennyson wanted this poem to be printed at the end of all editions, since this was the last poem. And here the poet feels that it was the time of his end that came near, and he had to take depart. This is the law of nature he has shown in this poem. This philosophy he has brought in this poem. Okay, so this was the short analysis and short introduction, or you can say theme, that he has brought, that Tennyson has brought in this poem. In the next class, I will teach, or I will just discuss the whole text. Thank you.